Good morning, students. This is Mr. Maloney, and this is going to serve as your introduction to the West Point Bridge Designer 2013 software. And these are the steps that you need to follow in order to start the program, activate it, and start designing your bridge. So when you click on the West Point Bridge Designer icon, this is going to be the first screen. And it comes up, and if you follow my cursor, it's the tip of the day. Now you can read more tips if you want, or choose to close it. For today, we're going to close the tip. And it brings you to this next screen, West Point Bridge Designer 2013. The first thing you're going to do is create a new bridge, and you can see it's already highlighted. Later on, after you save them, you can load an existing bridge or see a sample design. So what we want to do is create a new bridge, and you need to follow some steps that we are going to need to change in this process. So you hit OK. The first thing that happens is it says read the requirement design, and of course it's got a little bigger. Let me see if I could shrink this down. I don't think I can. I can't move the screen, but okay, we're going to go with it. You want to leave this set, and all you're going to do is hit the next button here. You can read the material on your own, but for today we're going to say next. This here, screen number 2, is if you wanted to enter the local competition. As we discussed in class, this is actually a national bridge designing competition where you can compete against other students both locally and nationally. But for our purpose, we're going to say next. We're not going to say no. We're just going to click on next. This comes to the third screen. Up there it is, the third screen. This is the only thing that you're going to change in the configuration screen. We want to change the deck elevation height. Now if you notice, look how deep it goes down. We want to change it from 24 meters to 16 meters. The reason why we want to do that is this fits our design template sheet much better. Do not change anything else about the piers or the arch abutments or the cable anchorage. And again, we're going to click on next. The rest of the stuff, the deck material and everything else, the loading, we're going to keep it all the same. We're not going to change the truck. I mean, if you want to download this software at home and do this, you're more than welcome. But for the class, we don't want to change any of this. And over here, you're going to click on the Finish button. And this is going to bring you to the actual bridge design. For the beginning, this is your toolbar. This is your joint tool. This is your connector tool. This is your selection tool. And this is the eraser tool. What I like to do is to maximize this portion of the screen. If you can notice here that your budget, because you have your basic infrastructure, is already at $105,350. Every time you add something, it's going to increase the budget. Notice the budget is going up. Here's my connector tool. I can connect what I just drew. And you can put all sorts of things in it, crisscrosses. Now when I do a crisscross, these are not connected. I would need to use the joint tool to try and this joint tool connects. But the joint tool is not actually on that crisscross. You'd have to go back. You got to erase that, erase this, erase that. Put your joint tool. You want to put it somewhere in the middle. And notice it snaps to the things. And then connect it. And this will give you a stronger bridge. And notice on the screen it's telling you which piece number 1 has slenderness and has the different types of loads and forces associated. But just to get to know the program, I like to close that, and this gives you a full-size picture. Now remember, one of the requirements is we said it must have a right angle at the abutments. And that is going to be, it connects from here to here to here. This is a right angle right here. Right here is the right angle. Right there is the right angle. Notice that. You need these not for the Bridge Designer software, but this is what fits into our bridge testing device. So this is the introduction. Your goal today is to become familiar with how to use these tools. Once you have a bridge designed and you want to test it, let me go back and do some additional things. Let's get a bridge all set up. Let's see if we can do this quickly for the video purposes. Notice the budget's going up and up and up. So and you want to make both sides symmetrical. I'm just in a rush to do this, so let's see if I can even get a good design going. This may or may not work. Let's go back. Let's erase this. Put in a bunch of additional joints. Again, notice this, the crosshairs or the snap lines. This helps me line up everything. And just for today, I'm just going to put that crosshair just to help me with my design. Let's see if this gets any better. Notice this is going to be a very expensive bridge by the time we're done, which is okay for today, because I want to give you an example of how the testing of the software works. Okay, so now I have a bridge that's designed. I don't like this up here, so let me get rid of some of this. See if I can make it any better. The key thing is, remember, on these bridges, whatever you design, ultimately you're going to have to build. So you don't want to have anything that's too crazy, because you're going to have to cut all the material. And this is getting crazy, this bridge, but again, it's just for demonstration purposes. So let's get some lines across here. And again, I like to use a lot of the connectors because it gives you a stronger bridge. And in our actual building process, that will be the gussets that we discussed. Okay. Remember, triangle is the strongest geometric shape. So everything in our bridge is based on a triangle. I'm going to get rid of this one connector there. Oh, the one, yeah. And we'll just draw a beam across. Okay, so now I have my bridge design complete. And I want to hit the test button. Let's see what happens. And here it comes. You see the red and the purple. See the bright red there, and you'll notice it changes as the thing, and the purple changes. Your goal is to minimize the brightness of the colors. Look how bright it is, and then it'll fade away as soon as the truck gets to the other side. And you see no load on the bridge. You see how light red it is? Now how bright red it turns. Same thing with the purple over here. Your goal is to minimize those, so you may want to go back. The way you go back is, this is your tool menu. You come back, and you notice a lot of red here. So maybe you want to go back and somehow change these connectors. Maybe you put another one in there or something. I'm going to keep them all the same height for now. Let's see, here we go. Let's see if that helped. That worked on that. Notice we have no more red, but wow, look at, it made it actually even worse. It shifted too much load to over here. So let's go back again. You notice it's highlighted right here. Now if you had that other screen up, it would tell you what member you're having a problem with. So let's erase this. Maybe if we put a connector in the middle there, we went like this, we went like this, we went like this. Let's get a little crazy. Let's even remember triangle, strongest geometric shape. Let's see how it does now. Actually, and we'll do one up here. Looking better already. Still some red, so we can do some more modifications. But look at my budget up here. Remember, and this looks like a very complex design, ultimately you're going to have to build this bridge, so do not make it too complicated. Okay. And thank you for your attention, and you can go back to this video, and you would go do the same thing on the other side to make it symmetrical. Thank you for watching this video, and it'll give you the option to go back anytime to update this bridge. Thanks.